Los Angeles Rams. What are they even doing in free agency? Well, obviously, last time we spoke, they'd done nothing. Like, zero. Not signed anyone. They managed to get rid of their punter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank
sorry.
you very much.
No, they gave him back. Gave him back to us. So you said that we stole him. You gave him back. Thank you. Have the Rams done anything in free agency?
Not anything of any note, really. But the only thing they've done, they haven't signed anyone new. They've re-signed one player, which, Marquise Copeland, he was decent.
Mm-hmm. Good player.
But nowhere near what we need right now. We need a lot. And I think at this point, we need something like 20 draft picks just to make up the 53-man roster. Because we're going to end up raiding the XFL at this rate. And I don't want that. I really don't want that. I believe on the Stramash podcast, they were talking about the Rams a couple of weeks ago. And what they said was that we've had our Super Bowl, we went for broke, and now we're reaping the rewards and the kind of aftermath destruction of it. So I don't disagree with that.
You said it at the time. You said it at the time that obviously when they brought in Stafford and they brought in OBJ, and it was a case of win now at all costs. Yeah. And now the cost is here and it needs paid. And
unfortunately,
it seems to be affecting them quite badly. But do you know what? Last year was injuries. It was injuries. Losing Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford straight away.
And Aaron Donald as well. Towards middle to the end of the season as well.
Losing your best players. It doesn't matter who you are. It's hard to play through that.
Our entire offensive line as well. It really didn't help. But now we're kind of stuck with about 10, 12 average offensive linemen. We've got no kicker, no punter, no long snapper. We've got...
That hurts.
It really does. We have next to no special teams. Taylor Rapp, who, I think I was quite critical of last year, but he started to come good at the end. He went on a free agency visit to the Patriots. Not what I wanted to hear. And he was a former second rounder as well, which the Rams don't have too many second rounders and haven't had for a period of time. So that's another bit of a sore one. And our returner as well, who Brendan Powell has, I think, signed for the Vikings now. So special teams is gone. We're stuck with Cam Akers, which, I mean, just no one wants to take on Cam Akers. I don't overly blame them at this point. He came good at the end.
Yeah, I was going to say, I quite like Cam Akers. What's your problem with Cam Akers? What is it that you don't like about his game?
I think that if there's nothing obvious in front of him, so just say, if you need to find like a little juke here or maybe an alternative gap, he's concentrated. So if he's going for the A gap in between the center and the guard, that's the only place he's going. He's looking at his hole. I don't know what the right word would be to describe that. Maybe he can't really audible himself in his own head, if for want of better words.
Got like tunnel vision, and he sees that.
Exactly, that's exactly it. But he's got that one play, and if it's not there, he's gonna kind of die by the sword. That's it.
Okay, so I get where you're coming from, but in his defense, so 2 points in his defense. First of all, we can't all be Barry Sanders. Okay, so just okay. Secondly, the one cut and go running scheme has worked for decades. You see 6 inches of daylight, boom, you cut and you go for it, and trust that your guys are going to get the job done in front of you. But as you've already said, when you've got a revolving door of an offensive line, that's hard. That kills your running game. Game. I don't know how many times we say on this podcast. It's just, if you don't have the men up front, you're not going to get anything done unless you've got an all-time great in the backfield. Which unfortunately Cam Akers. I like Cam Akers, but as I say, he's not Barry Sanders, so that's unfortunately for him.
Well, I would quite like this man back. That would really help if I had Mr. Falk back.
Marshall Falk.
what a running back he was, and he was a great receiving back as well, which
He was
Cam Akers is not.
He was the second guy to do the 1,000, wasn't he? 1,000 rushing,
I think
1,000
so.
receiving after Roger Craig. Yeah, Marshall Falk, exceptional, and what an open field runner.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
When he got in the clear, forget about it.
I think he was one of the main, between him and Kurt Warner, probably the two main reasons that, when I was little and getting introduced to the league, those were the guys that, I love Marshall Falk. I start playing Madden, I want Marshall Falk. Whichever team I am, Marshall Falk has to come, kind of thing. So that's the kind of running back we really need. And there's not many of them available now because they're all gone. They've all been signed. So, yeah, it's an interesting time to be a Ram.
Well,
but
you're right. But there's still the chance Austin Eckler could be released.
That would be an interesting one, but we would have to pay him.
Again, yes, but the way the running back contract market is, it's not like you're paying a quarterback. It's like the running back contracts are horrendous. I mean, he complained about it himself, Austin Eckler. We spoke about this already. The poor guy's just not getting a contract at all, and it's a shame. So
just before we go, the other potential though, what about Zeke? Zeke for a low draft pick, because if they're looking to get rid of him, is he out of contract?
Yeah, Zeke's gone.
If he's a free agent, then I wouldn't hate to see Zeke.
I mean, he's literally a free agent. He's been released.
Well, I mean, we haven't signed any free agents, so I mean, it's a low bar at this point.
I mean, Zeke. Yeah. Again, I like Zeke, but he's a victim of his own success early on because he had such
Kareem Hunt. I think you put Kareem Hunt into that category as well, because he was really successful.
Oh yeah, early on with the Chiefs, he was unbelievable in his that was his rookie year, wasn't it? Absolutely.
Yeah, and then when he went to the Browns, I mean,
he kind of got lost because of Nick Chubb, but that was like the best 1-2 running back punch in the league. I mean, that was deadly. Kareem Hunt, Zeke, I don't know who I would take in that one. Purely from a talent point of view, probably Hunt.
Yeah, I agree with that.